I'm Sherlyn Lee. In 1995, I started Little Hands, and then in 2013, we changed the name to Heartfield Kindergarten because the work that we were doing started to grow, and we thought we wanted a name that fitted with the new work that we're doing. I wanted to become an early childhood educator when I was in school myself. I was teaching in the Sunday school program, and I discovered that I had a knack for connecting with children, especially those who are really shy or who found it hard to adjust to Sunday school. And I just enjoyed finding a way to get them engaged with the learning. And from there, I thought, I might want to pursue this as a career. I did a bachelor's in psychology. Then from there, I went to teach for a year in a local international school. And from there, it's just sealed this idea of going into early childhood education. Then I went to the UK to study, and there I did the teaching practice in their local context. And I think the similarity all of them share is that at the heart of good education is the child. Children thrive when they feel heard and they feel understood, and where they feel they have given that time and space. However different cultures are, I think that doesn't change. My journey wasn't an easy one. Learning to read and spell was really hard. Found Chinese very, very challenging. Later discovered that I had a learning challenge, which is dyslexia, which made sense. I think it helped me as an educator because I've gone through that journey and I came out the other side and loved learning. And I found a way that works for me. And I remember fondly people who could see through my learning challenges and see me as a learner. Perhaps this is what also drives us at Heartfield, is helping those children and all the different learning styles and not feel judged and not feel that there's something wrong with ourselves. So after a few years of teaching in a local primary school, I decided to start Little Hands. It was myself and a Mandarin teacher, and we started with a little class of 3 children. And now it's grown so many years later to this big school. Here we try to provide that authentic learning where it's back to touching and feeling and smelling and tasting. I think what's also special is because our school has this very open and accepting environment, many of our children have been good friends of children with learning differences. And when they go out into the world, I hope that that allows them to be much more open and accepting. I believe my role as a leader is to nurture and love and care for the teachers. I think when they feel appreciated and when they feel nurtured, they will thrive as well. And they will then carry that forward into their classrooms. Our job is to understand the children and where they are. And the field's a perfect example. We have many different trees here. We observe them and say, look, each tree has different needs and grows differently. And our role as a good gardener is to see what they need. So likewise in a classroom, the teacher's role is to observe children, to see what helps them grow best, and then to provide that. And the word in education is scaffolding. A scaffold is a temporary structure, there to help when it's needed, but then to pull away and let the child just thrive on their own. And the skill is knowing when to come in and then when to back away, how much help to give and how much to allow them that space to work it out themselves. This is where it also matters a lot that we have a good relationship with parents, and it's a relationship of trust. We make sure that we communicate well, we make sure that we are always available for them to chat with or ask any questions, and that we can also ask questions. So that communication is important because none of this can happen without good relationships. I think my joy is still being in the classroom with the children, being where the pulse is. I think what's been most rewarding is to see a child who started off as a toddler here when they were 18 months, barely able to walk and run and speak, and then grow up to be this poised individual at 6 years old, ready to go into the world, who's confident and yet has a sober judgment of who they are. They don't have this inflated idea that they can do everything, but they have this gumption that they can do many things and they'll give it a try. I hope that they leave this place knowing that they've made wonderful friendships and wonderful memories of their education here. I also hope that they will go forward and show the world who they are, that they walk in confidence, knowing who they are and how they can contribute to the community.